I said, there's gonna be great rejoicing. Oh, there's gonna be great rejoicing.
They just can't help it, some wanna be a star. See that guy over there? Yeah, he had a couple of cuts last year. There ain't no one in Kansas that knows his name, y'all, but they all know it here. They all know what he's drinking, he shows up at 3 o'clock. They all know what he's singing once he orders that last shot. Raise your glass, toast the past, all of those that can kiss your ass. Here's to never wearing a suit. Here's to 3 chords and the truth. Here's to letting you roll what's in your soul and not giving a damn if it ever goes cold. Here's to you and me. Here's to you, Nashville, Tennessee. Here's to you, Nashville, Tennessee.
Let's do something new. Pick a key, go. Start.
People are kind of, looking at Nashville and the history and what's come out of Nashville, and I think that realizing the great musicianship that's coming out of it.
If you go back and just track the history of the Cumberland River and what came down the Cumberland River to Nashville and how Nashville got settled, it's always attracted creative people.
Living in Eastern Nashville, you never know what seems become.
Way back, a couple hundred years ago, all these streets that are sort of on this side of the Cumberland River, where Music Row is and where downtown Nashville is, a lot of the streets that run north-south are parallel, but they eventually converge at the river. Granny White Pike and Belmont Boulevard and all these streets were game trails. And so naturally, a lot of Indians were close by, and anywhere you dig in Nashville to build something, you're likely to unearth some sort of burial ground. John D. Loudermilk, who's a very creative musician, he feels like it's the blood in the soil here that creates so much mojo for what's going on.
But I've never felt this feel so heavy, and I've never felt this feel so low. Oh yeah, it is a weight inside my whole soul. But you are my strength, I won't stand alone.
It's a little bit more conducive to an artist's environment and a little bit easier place to maneuver than it is in Los Angeles or New York City or wherever. This place is just it has a culture, and it's you know, like they'd say it's kind of in the water.
If you sort of take away what commercial radio requires from singers and songwriters, you have the most varied scene ever.
Scene in Nashville is exhilarating right now. The bad news that we're hearing in the mainstream press about, oh, the music business is in the dumps. Well, that's not accurate. Big, huge record labels are having a hard time, but everybody else is doing fine. Publishing company revenue's up, touring revenue's up. At ASCAP, we've set a record year for our revenue. You know, the music business, and especially the music side of it, is exhilarating. People here are making great, fearless music.
I try my best alone, but it got me nowhere and I can't do it on my own. I tried my best alone, but it got me nowhere and I can't do it on my own. No, no on my own. Oh, and it got me nowhere and I can't do it on my own. No on my own, and it got me nowhere and I can't do it on my own. No on my own. Yes, you got me nowhere and I can't do it on my own. No on my own. Yes, you got me nowhere and I can't do it on my own.
Before I moved to Nashville, I was living in Los Angeles, California, mainly just writing and recording.
I'm a Hoosier. I'm from northern Indiana, close to the South Bend area. Notre Dame forever, fighting Irish. Andy.
I came down to Nashville from Chicago.
The summer and spring before I moved to Nashville, I was building homes. I was working this temp job, pretty solid job. Ended up being a year and a half in the printing room at Blue Cross Blue Shield.
I am from Colorado, Boulder, Colorado, and I live in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm from Texas, but now I live in East Nashville.
I was playing in a band in college in Chapel Hill.
I was working as a barista at Starbucks after college.
I'm from New Braunfels, Texas, and now I live in Nashville, Tennessee.
Jackson, Mississippi is where I grew up most of my life. I'm from Maryland originally, and I've been in Nashville for a couple of years.
And I'm from Huntsville, Alabama, but I live here in Nashville now.
I am from Arkansas, and 23, Sagittarius, wait, not.
My name's Dean Jackson. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
I'm from Muskegon, Michigan, but I live here in Nashville. I've been here for about 5 months.
And then I went to 6 weeks of community college, studying music education. I dropped out after 6 weeks and joined a rock and roll band. And to support my my habit, I bartended and waited tables.
Who is Space Capone?
A lot of people have been asking me that question, and to be perfectly honest, I don't know. I've heard it. I've heard a song like on MySpace. I know his name, but I mean, it's good music. But I don't. Yeah. I'll go to a show if he ever plays one. Show me around. Play a show. I'll come see it. You know. It's good. It's good music. Who are you talking about? Space Capone. That's all I'll say. You got dudes coming from, Indiana. You got dudes coming from Chicago. You got dudes coming from Texas. Chicks coming from New Orleans, Atlanta, North Carolina, South Carolina. Because you got all these people coming, so it's just like college. You show up and you're like, nobody knows each other. You're taking classes. I can tell you that I will not listen to the songs that I wrote prior to moving here because there's such a vast difference on every level. Word of the wise, if you want to write good songs and if you want to do music, you've got to move to that pond where all those big fish are. And you've got to associate yourself with the people who are going to make you better at what you want to do. I mean, I didn't come down here thinking that's how things went. But when I got here, I was like, dang, that cat, if I just hang out with that dude, he's gonna make me better. I moved down here, and within a year's time, I was in a nest of creative people, and we made music every day, and it was beautiful, and I got better. And they saw that. And they gave, positive criticism. Like, man, this song's gonna sound better if you do this. Or you should start trying to write songs like this. Speed up the tempo, and the list could go on. I have improved. I would not be doing music today if it weren't for coming down here.
If I seem distressed when the wind blows the hem of your dress, if I don't know my wrong from my left, pay no attention to me. Pay no attention to me. If you should catch me pouring salt in my tea, if I can't find the words when I speak, pay no attention to me. I know you think it's funny the way I come unglued. If there's the slightest chance that you could love me too, then darling, won't you save me from myself? Just one kiss from your lips might just break the spell. If by chance I seem adrift on a moonless sea, if it's all just a hopeless dream, pay no attention to me.
What are the misconceptions about Nashville? Let me think on that for a minute and I'll call you back.
When I used to travel in Europe quite a bit, and people would actually ask me, and they were really serious, where I kept my horse. Like when you go to the store, where do you put your horse?
Well, obviously the biggest misconception is that it's just country music, because I tell people, hey, we're from Nashville, and they're like, oh, you play country music. And I was like, no. And they're like, there's other stuff there? I'm like, you're an idiot.
I'll get an email, and a new person randomly popped on my site. It was like, oh, I saw from Nashville, Tennessee, and I assumed you were gonna be country. And then, lo and behold, you're playing whatever music I play.
And if you come here and spend any amount of time immersed in the music scene here, you will find very quickly that it is so much more than just country music.
As long as you get off that beaten path that everybody goes on, as long as you travel off of Broadway and you visit these more local bars and local clubs where people actually support local music, you'll soon find out that there's like a great alternative scene, great rock scene going on around here, great singer-songwriters that don't necessarily play or write for country music.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to describe this thing. It's probably the most energetic and active thing I've seen in quite a while.
Boy who thinks you're perfect, baby, take another look at what you had before.
Nashville is a whole lot cheaper than LA or New York, and still it's still the South. You can get sweet tea.
Get a beer and a pack of cigarettes in my leg.
7 hours away from home, so it's I mean, also there's a great singer-songwriter scene going on here. When I came out here to visit, I just seemed like you didn't have to have a band to get heard here. You can develop into that later if you need to, but you're still going to be heard even as a songwriter. And there's just tons of markets or tons of venues here that support the true essence of what singer-songwriting is about, or being just an artist at first. People here are willing to listen to you even if you're not in a full band yet, you know? And it's kind of a sink or swim. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere, I think. Maybe.
Well, this is the 1612 Party Lodge. This is where me and some other cats live. 6 people live here total. Rent's $150 a person. Dirt cheap. Can't disturb a soul. We got this well-cultivated green yard, and you can play music here late as you want. Never bother a soul. There's an awesome entertainment system. Some roommates. Kitchen. Show you one of the scarier features. This is the laundry room, where we have 2 washers and 2 dryers, of which none of this shit works. None of it. I don't even think the brooms work. You know? So 6 people share this wonderfully recently painted pink bathroom. The toilet is about to fall through the floor and go right down into the basement. The toilet's been leaking. That's my maintenance note. I don't even have Scotch tape here, so I posted it with a Band-Aid. Horrible. I mean, I don't hang out here. You just like you go to work, play your shows, and then you go out to bars. This is the quintessential shit box of a house. Cold beer in the fridge. I just woke up. This stuff, you guys stuff, that's awesome. I have a Nordic track over there that I don't ever use. A computer that doesn't work. I have this awesome hole in the ceiling. It leaks only when it rains. And, but it serves its purpose, you know? It's hot. A lot of good songs are written here. A lot of shitty songs are written here. A lot of music happens. Mostly shitty music. This is like ghetto cribs, you know? Let's see. What else? My name's Ben Cashat. Thanks for coming by to 1612, the Party Lodge. It might be standing next time you come around.
Come on, Daddy. I've been up all night. You got me cooking all of the night.
This is a song town, and Nashville wasn't the first to focus on that. You may have heard the term Tin Pan Alley, which was a musical community around 42nd Street in New York City about 100 years ago. It started 100 years ago and carried up through the Carole King era into the 50s and 60s. It's kind of dissipated now, but the idea that it all begins with a song is a slogan here. It's a motto here of the Nashville Songwriters Association. It all begins with a song.
But I have listened to so many great, well, a couple of really wonderful songwriters that do live in Nashville, and just hearing what they're producing by living here, and it's become very inspiring, and it is just stepping inside of yourself more.
It's a pretty broad range of music that people are making, people are listening to, people are being inspired by. But I think it really does. It comes down to it that most of the artists that end up coming here have a huge love for just songs, you know.
I think this town, the songwriting in this town is unbelievable. Like, friends will ask, can you send me a couple good bands from Nashville? And then I'll send them a link for about 40 people. And I think all of them are exceptional. And I don't know if you could find that anywhere else in the world.
Come get a piece of my warm apple pie. Come get a piece of my warm apple pie. Ooh la la. Come get a piece of my warm apple pie. Ooh la la. Come get a piece of my warm apple pie. Ooh la la.
Because theoretically, you could have songs without artists to sing them, right? If you had to, and the songwriters would warble them out, or some are great singers, some are not. They'd get the message out there. But you can't have great artists without great songs. So in reality, even though the public perception is that the artists are where it's at, really it starts with the song, because they got to have the message. So the fact that it's a song town and we're focused on the song so much has a lot of benefits.
What I want to happen is to be able to make money doing music. It's really that simple. I mean, there's lots of different ways to go about it, and I love doing this, and there'll be a little bit of this in my life the whole way through, I hope, but it keeps me healthy, but I wanna do music.
Saving all my money, all my kissing, all my hugs for you. I got so many things to do. I've been working real hard, baby. Been punching my card, and now I'm counting down the days to the end of the week. It's Friday, yeah. I'm gonna get paid today. Gonna take my check to the bank to have it cashed real fast, y'all. Baby, it's my day, alright. 'Cause I got plans for you. Gonna take you out on the town to have a blast. The overtime will blow your mind. The 9 to 5s can sure screw up your back, yeah. The 9 to 5 will blow your mind. The overtime will sure screw up your back. So I need someone at home to greet me, 'cause baby, it's Friday. I'm gonna get paid today. Gonna take my check to the bank to have it cash real fast, yo. Baby, it's my day. 'Cause I got plans with you. Gonna take you out on the town to have a blast. Thank you.
Aaron Winters on the local Lightning Rewind here on Lightning 100. Really looking forward to tonight. He's going to be playing out at Exit Inn with Ricky Young, Ben Cachette, M.E.G, Steve Lee. It's going to be a great show. Courtney J is also out there Really looking forward to it. I'm going to be out there. I think it's free. I think it's either $2 or free. They weren't sure, but we're going to be figuring that out this evening. Either way, if it's $2, it's $2, guys. Come on. Support your own. Here's Ricky Young next on Lightning 100's Local Lightning Rewind.
Mama, you did it right. I got a heart that wants to fight.
I definitely think there's plenty of outlets for people to be heard. If you're not playing shows or little like writers' nights, whatever, there's always someone like having people over, sitting around in the kitchen or outside or in the living room playing songs for each other, you know?
I could hear my favorite song. It's in my ear. It's loud and clear. I remember you.
My name is Mike Grimes. I'm a co-owner of Grimey's New and Pre-Loved Music, co-owner of Nashville live music venue, The Basement, and recovering musician.
My name's Justin Hamill. I moved down here to Nashville from Indiana. That was about 5 years ago now.
We have lots of in-store appearances based on, we've had, young kids come and do shows because we just heard their MySpace and they asked for an in-store. And that doesn't happen all the time because we'd be having an in-store every single day. But, we have had instances where I've heard bands like, these guys are great. I can't put them on at the club, but, let's put them in the store and let them play,
My name's Ethan Opelt, and I'm the president and co-founder of Movement Nashville, which is a community of artists, non-country music primarily, here in Nashville that we are trying to organize to promote the non-country music scene within Nashville, Tennessee.
You definitely have more support for live music than ever before, but I really think everybody needs to kill their televisions and get out and experience real people rather than people on a screen.
Movement Nashville started about a year and a half ago with Autobahn, Bang Bang Bang, Jeremy Lister, and Kyle Andrews. And those artists had already been playing shows together around here locally and had made friendships with each other, and we thought it would be really cool to form a little fraternity of sorts of talented artists that really supported each other.
You go to New York, for example, and it seems such like a cutthroat, huge city, and there's tons of great talent there too, but so many venues and areas, it's so spread out that they can all go and be in their own areas, up there in New York. Here, it's a big city in a small town,
Like Jeremy Lister, I think we were out hanging out at some bonfire maybe, and I never heard his music. I heard a lot about him, but it was his backyard, and like middle of the night, and he started playing songs. That's the first time I actually heard his songs.
I got a heart that wants to fight for anything that won't kill me. Whether it's right or wrong, I can hear my favorite song. It's in my ear. It's loud and clear.
A lot of the cats I know, Movement Nashville, Black Flag Militia, we all stick together. We hang out, we go drink beers together and things like that, and people end up playing because they're friends. And that's something that would categorize the scene from my perspective.
To me, this goes to whether or not you have a scarcity mentality or an abundance mentality. Whether it's a scarcity, you could call it theology too. If your theology is scarcity theology or mentality, where you think, okay, the top is a point, there's only room for one there, and I'm gonna have to elbow my way up there. Once I get to the top, I'm gonna have to fight everybody off from coming up there and knocking me off the perch because there's only room for one there. That's the scarcity mentality. Abundance mentality says, no, I wanna get to the top, but the top isn't a point, it's a plateau. And there's room for a bunch of people up there with me. And yeah, I'm gonna get there, but I'm gonna take as many of my friends with me as I can because there's room for a lot of us up there. So let's all go together.
Kazoo solo! Bring it. You need it. All right. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it.
These days, it seems like the artists that are self-sufficient, that are making records on their own, the record labels really are encouraged by artists that have already sold 10,000 records by themselves, touring on their own. And it's a lot harder these days to stand out in a crowd. So you kind of have to take matters into your own hands as an artist and set up your own MySpace page. And maybe you need to, do some marketing through that.
There are numerous outlets for people to be exposed, especially in this day and age, in general, not necessarily in this community, but with the MySpace world and the digital world. I had a conversation about this over lunch today. I think the world is saturated by music, and that's a beautiful thing. You don't have to have the big man pushing you or whatever. You're so exposed in general.
You could do a number of things to draw attention to yourself as an artist. You got to get out there and you got to book your own shows, and you've got to, find the musicians. If you're an artist, you got to find the musicians who make your stuff sound grand. You got to find those cats. You got to invest. You got to spend a lot of your money that you're making at your 40-hour, service job, and you got to invest some of it in supplies. But you got to write a good song.
Boxes in back of our car, driving around with the dreams in a jar, and it's all right here. I'll feed you ramen and you'll braid my hair. Anything goes when you don't even care, when you're this far in love. If it gets any sweeter than this, I don't wanna know, I don't wanna know. I want a garden and you want a Coke. Living is simple and love is a broke. You could fix anything with a kiss. If it gets any sweeter than this, I don't wanna know. If it gets any sweeter than this, I don't wanna know. Oh. Book, baby, I'll float away. Taking a nap on your lap in the shade. I could hold your hand all day. If it gets any sweeter than this, I don't wanna wanna know if it gets any sweeter than this. I don't wanna know if it gets any sweeter than this. I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know. Oh, oh.
I can't hold a relationship, so I can't really write about being in one. I do get inspired when I hear a song that I haven't heard before. You know, Isley Brothers tune. That inspires me. And then next time I write, I'll write, and I'll be inspired by something I heard in that tune. But when I do write, it's usually kind of just like, boom, you know, it happens. It's divinely inspired. It's, you know, there's no timing, and there's no, and I could have it in 10 minutes. Most of my songs I write in like 10 minutes, and there's no way of knowing when it's gonna happen. That may sound a bit odd, but people operate differently, and songwriters operate differently.
Friday night, when you passed me by, I thought about you and me, but on the weekends, she's on top of her game, probably thinks I'm too cool to win. If my baby's not long, we can carry on in any way when we please. I'm a good guy for her, she's a good guy for me.
If you don't develop as an artist when you come here and you're serious about it, you know, you're not doing the right, you know, you're not doing anything right. It's kind of a subconscious thing. And you got friends that are writing songs that blow you away, and they're just, you know, your friends.
This scene is strictly peer-based. I mean, when you go to a show, you've got, you know, 30 other artists in the room watching you know, and there are fans, you know, and there are peers that don't do music that are there, but there are a lot of peers watching your shows, and that's going back to the whole, hey, you know, making each other better at what we do thing.
When you're talking to an great pop artist like Jeremy Lister or Katie Herzig, they're striving to be the best they can be because they got to throw down with people around them, their friends, who are striving to be the best they can be. And so there's a not quite a competition, but it's more like a let's all go to the top together, but if you're gonna come with me, you gotta have game. So it's kind of they're each communicating that to each other and elevating their game, elevating their level of skill, so that because they're challenging each other and interacting with each other.
My first thought when I woke up was you. Or was it just a memory in my mind? Unless you keep the dreams that sleep provides, you end up losing some of them with time. Or the sweetness, keep this. Oh, stay on the line. Your word is against mine.
I've always written because it's probably been my best kind of outlet for creating, and it's kind of what seemed to happen naturally at a younger age, and it kind of more evolved into music the older I got.
I know I'm gonna miss your face. This was no life for me.
Frustration with, be it a relationship or government or whatever, just like the struggle of being in a band. All those, emotions need to be expressed somehow. At least I believe they do.
I must keep this. Stay on the line. Your word is against mine. Stay on the line. Your word is against mine.
I definitely think the music industry has its eye on Nashville right now, and I think that it's going to get more and more focused here in town, and we're going to start having a lot bigger things coming out of this town here in the next 5 years. I really do think there's going to be some major things happening, and the scene's just going to blow up, because right now property value, everything about Nashville is just going up right now, and it's amazing to see the growth that this town is going through. And soon enough, we are not going to be just known for country. We're going to be on the map as a legitimate music spot, regardless of genre.
Everything will change tonight.
Country music is growing. Christian music is growing. Bluegrass music is growing. All the subgenres of music that are not prevalent on radio are holding their own and growing on the internet and in other places.
People showing up every day from Los Angeles and from New York, and all my alternative friends are coming down here and calling me about the different bands and the different scenes that are going down, here, whether it's Cage or whether it's Bang or Jeremy Lister, which signed to Warner Brothers, and yeah, they're paying close attention.
About Jeremy Lister or Bang Bang Bang, these guys are smaller bands that we've grown to see several times and have built an audience here in town, now signed to Warner Brothers, and then you've got songwriters that are sought out by major artists for their songwriting, like Katie Herzig, Ruby Amafu, Sam Brooker, like these, Jeremy Lister, Matthew Perryman Jones. These guys are amazing songwriters, and some have publishing deals, some don't, but they still write quality songs, and people are starting to notice. And I guess I work in the music industry, being in radio, and I've definitely had my eye on it. For the past 2 years, it's been my life. It's been what kept me going here at this radio station. These are cats that 10 years from now, when I'm seeing them play, I'm just feel like, I can't believe it. I'm so proud of that dude, We were just hanging out at a bar, Three Crow Bar or something, drinking a beer and just enjoying our time together. And then now they're playing in an arena, I can't wait for that day. I'm gonna be so happy and just feel like, I knew it. I knew you guys had it in you, and with what we do here at the station, I definitely have my eye on it, because I'm trying to make the Local Lightning Spotlight and my show on the station the best it can be. And the more quality stuff I have to play, that just makes us look better and our station look better, as well as expose all these great artists to the town, because there are so many of them.
One day I was walking on the beach and saw a blue whale stuck. So I pushed him in the sea. He said, "Thank you, Stephen, for what you did. I can tell you're a really good kid. We are friends till the end. What a great, great day to be alive. The sun is so bright, shade it can't hide. I know you." Oh, wait, Mike. And I know, you. You're my friend. Very end. Very. So someday when I'm rich and I'm more famous than everyone, and I forgot everyone's name. Okay. So then I'll go.
Nashville State of Mind is many, 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 many things. But if I had to boil it all down to one statement or one concept, Nashville State of Mind is community. It's about community. It's about being in it together with other like-minded people who are focused but not cutthroat. There is something that we're all striving for, but let's do it together. It's really about community.
You got a soul ticket on your door, buying votes but not the disease. Come on now. She said, get up off the floor, child. You can't do it from your own knees. Well, she says, rise up, chill, shake the devil out. So come on.
Nashville State of Mind is a bunch of, in the music sense anyway, in the music scene, there's a bunch of people out there doing it, you know, having jobs, being creative when they don't have jobs, moving it, you know, making contacts.
And Nashville State of Mind is what caused me to be here. I came from a city very much like Chicago, big, came from advertising and TV, working 75 to 80 hours a week. I come into Nashville and there's sweet tea on the porch.
I think it's empowerment. It's the artists empowering themselves in whatever genre of music they're at by using all the people here that will help them.
There are some people whose Nashville State of Mind is, I want to get another cut. I want to write a big hit song. Another Nashville State of Mind is I want to go hang out with my friends and make some music and go play a club and have a good time. If I make money, great. If I don't, that's fine as well. And another Nashville State of Mind is, is just let whatever happens, happen.
It's made its way through Nashville at different periods of time, and this time around, for me, it's just fun to see people very open to trying new things and to actually going out and doing something.
Being a good musician and an artist, and being able to kick back and watch the grass grow. Nashville State of Mind for me. Watching that grass grow so you can cut it down.
There's so many talented artists, of which I am not one. I'm just a guy here believing in my pipe dream, hoping that maybe somehow something will fall together. But I know that my friends are ultra, super, uber talented. And those people have been here way longer than I have. And those people deserve it. I'm just here having friendships, having a good time.
She said, you better play it safe, boy. You know you can't win when you ain't too pleased. It's just a single.
If you were to take a human brain out and look at any sort of atlas in the world, the same picture of the human mind, decompressed, would fit perfectly inside the state of Tennessee. So a state of mind with a central part, central nervous system, it flows, the energy flows.
Jeez! This is the state of mind of Nashville.
So we'll start with the main message and then build it out so that everything in the lyric, everything in the verse supports that hook. So it's kind of like the game trails I spoke to earlier about, they all lead down to the river. If you look at the river, Cumberland River, as your payoff, and all the lyrics in the verses, and that's the chorus of the song. All the lyrics are these game trails, these roads that lead down to the water, to where you get your refreshment.
Nashville State of Mind for me is all about the dream. We all come here because we have the same dream. And a lot of times we all lose sight of that dream. And it's really hard not to sometimes. But it's like, you know, someone new moves here every day and you meet someone new and it's just like, they remind you why you're here. After you've been here for so long and you just like, sometimes you forget why you came here, but seeing people that just come here and they're just so excited and they're just so motivated and fired up because they have no idea. And it's just like, you know, you look in their eyes and you see yourself and you see why you came here. And it's just, it's all about the dream. Like, I think that, I don't know, we're all connected through the dream.
Well, I'm from a small town back in the Lone Star State, but I'm not supposed to be there. No, that's not my fate. Well, I left one cold night and I ain't been back. And even though times get hard, I'm still on the right track. Now I'm in the big city, living on rice and beans. Well, that's the price I pay to chase those crazy dreams. And even though I know I got a ways to go, I'm gonna show all y'all how I rock and roll. You're a devil of a town, but I ain't gonna sell you my soul. No, 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 no. Well, I followed that road all the way to Nashville. Was gonna sing my songs and find me a deal.
You know that it's long overdue. Do you? And take all these moments, this motion's not slowing for you. It's true. We all give in. Wake up, everybody. Just run and hide one more time, one more time. Wake up, everybody.
broken string, a broken wing, and everything makes me wanna cry. And my only love's gone away to stay. I can't even look forward to the end of the day to come home.